Hey everyone, it's Lex Lianos with Compass here in Northern Virginia, and we're back with another video. When it comes to buying or selling a home, it's extremely important that you hire an experienced realtor. But also, you want to make sure you hire the right realtor. Unfortunately, there's a lot of bad realtors in our industry that are either inexperienced, don't have your best interests in mind, or just frankly are not cut out for the job. While it may seem easier to hire your husband's best friend's cousin's brother who just got their real estate license to help you buy or sell a house, it's not going to be in your best interest or your long-term financial interest to hire that person. You really need to find an experienced professional to help guide you through the process. So here are 6 traits to look out for that are signs of a bad realtor. Number 1, lack of communication. If your realtor is MIA, always on vacation, never picks up their phone, doesn't respond to text messages in a timely fashion, every time you try to leave a voicemail, the voicemail is full, or anything like that, then you probably have a bad realtor. In addition to that, along those same lines is canceling appointments, rescheduling appointments, showing up late to appointments. All red flags that you have a bad realtor. I mean, come on. In this day and age of technology, our phones are almost always in our hand. So the fact that somebody, your realtor, who you're paying, is not responding to you is a really, really, really bad sign. Another aspect that falls under this category is lack of transparency. Your agent should always be transparent with you about either what they're being compensated or whether they think that it's not a great location because they're going to put a superhighway in your backyard. Anything like that that pops up is another red flag. Number 2, lack of a consistent, coherent, comprehensive marketing plan. We kind of joke about that some agents do the 3 Ps. They place a sign in the yard, they put it on MLS, and then they pray that someone else sells the property. That is not what you want. Anybody that takes pictures with a cell phone to market your property, again, not what you're looking for. You want to make sure you look up the agent's track record, previous listings, photographs, and review a detailed marketing plan on their approach to selling your house for the most amount of money. Along these lines, you also want to make sure your agent has a strong online presence. If you look up your agent and you can't find a website, or their website was built in 1986, or they have 0 to 1 Zillow review, then that's a pretty good sign that you have a bad agent. Number 3, less than 2 years experience. Now, there are some wonderful new agents out there, and they may have your best interest in mind. They may be full-time, they may be professional, but with the biggest financial transaction of your life, I really highly recommend that you stay away from agents with less than 2 years experience. Somebody with more experience and more transactions under their belt is going to have a much larger network of contacts. Also with vendors, having a vendor network, an extensive vendor network, could be really important to you, as whether you're buying a property that may need some work, or you're selling a property and you may need some repairs done. And finally, in this section is negotiating. Not to say that someone with less than 2 years experience won't be a good negotiator, but someone who's negotiated thousands of transactions in their career is probably going to do a better job in negotiating for you and getting you the most amount of money, or getting your purchase for the best price for you. Number 4, prioritizing money over your best interest. And by that I mean you feel like you're getting less service because your price point is on the lower side in your marketplace. Your agent should never, ever prioritize you based on what you can afford to spend. It's our firm belief that almost everyone is a luxury client, because almost every transaction for every person is at the maximum of their potential price range. So a 1-bedroom condo is actually luxury for that particular person. So, anytime you get the sense of, your agent steering you to certain listings because the commission is higher, or, not paying attention to you because your price point is lower, that's a sign that you have a bad agent. Number 5, a bad attitude. And by that I mean being pushy, doesn't have patience for you, doesn't have patience for your questions, blows off your questions as stupid. Anything like that happens, in an interaction with an agent is a sign that you have a bad realtor. Number 6, nothing's happening. If you have a listing and you're not getting any showings and you're not getting any feedback and your agent is not contacting you, you may have a bad realtor. It's possible that the market has just slowed down so much, or you may be priced too high, but your agent should be communicating that to you and letting you know. Letting you sit there in a vacuum is a sign that you don't have a great realtor. On the buying side, your agent not showing you houses that fit your criteria. If you told your agent you wanted to be in town number A and spend $400,000, and you go out and you book an appointment and they tell you they've got some great houses to show you, and then they show you a $900,000 townhouse in town B, clearly it's a waste of your time, and your agent is not listening, and you probably have a bad agent. Hiring a bad agent will make the buying and selling process even more stressful than it already is. It's critical that you hire a trustworthy professional to guide you through this process. It's emotional, it's complicated. So finding the right realtor to help guide you through this process, to be alongside you, to coach you through it, to minimize the stress, is not only going to make the process more fun and easier, but it's also going to help you maximize your return. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. We're always happy to help. Don't forget, give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button below. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next video.